What's up, guys? It is James and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking about entries, and today is going to be the last video for this series, for the JR Trading Academy series. And I'm going to go ahead and bring my trading on over to my free Discord that I just created. It's going to be linked down in the description below, completely free. So if you want to trade with me, go ahead and join that Discord. But today we're going to be talking about entries, and it is the last requirement to my strategy. So I'm going to go ahead, hop on over to TradingView and show you guys exactly what I look for. All right. So first, before I go over what I look for in an entry system, I want to talk about what an entry system is. And for an entry system, it's basically what you look for after you find the correct draw on liquidity. You first want to find the draw on liquidity when you're looking for a trade. Then once that draw on liquidity is found and is the correct draw, you want to start looking for whatever entry system you're looking for. So I'm going to go over what entry system I look for. My entry system is very, very simple. And if I don't get my entry system, then I simply just get no trade, and I have to be fine with that. So for my philosophy for entry systems, what is my philosophy? My philosophy is basically just finding a safe entry to where I'm not going to get retraced on, and I'm probably not going to get stopped out. So how do I find a safe entry system? Well, first, after finding a draw on liquidity, say our draw on liquidity is higher. Say this line right here is my draw on liquidity. Oops. Say this is my draw on liquidity right here, DOL. And say we're in an uptrend, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And basically this draw on liquidity is confirmed to me because we are creating higher highs, higher lows to that draw on liquidity. So what do I look for? I'm looking for the last leg up to this draw on liquidity right over here. Say this is the draw right here. Let me go ahead, mark this out for you. So this is the draw on liquidity right here. So what is a safe entry for me? I'm looking for some sort of retrace back before I take an entry to this draw on liquidity. I do not want to be taking an entry right at the very top. Say we are just flying to the draw on liquidity. If I get no retrace, what is a retrace? A retrace is this right here. This right here, this leg down right here, that is considered a retrace to me. If price is just making a higher high and then it's just flying all the way up here, I do not want to be entering a long all the way up here, because that means there's no retrace. I am basically asking to get retraced on. Price can go ahead and just start retracing on me like this, putting me in drawdown, and I do not want to be in drawdown. Drawdown is what I'm trying to avoid. So what am I looking for? I want some sort of retrace. I want some sort of leg down before we push up, and I want to take an entry long somewhere around here to guarantee that I am probably not going to get stopped out. And my stop, this allows me to have my stop loss below this protected low right here. So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth how I look, what candles I look for when I'm looking for a retrace. So just know that I need some sort of retrace before I take an entry. I do not want to be taking an entry at the very top or at the very bottom if we're going short. So let's keep on talking about my entry system. So when I get some sort of retrace, I want to retrace into some sort of fair value gap. We talked about that in the previous episode. So I want some sort of fair value gap. It could be any fair value gap depending on what the current situation is. If there is a lot of volume, then a 1 minute fair value gap is fine. If we have a little bit slower retraces, a little bit slower volume, then 5-15 minute gaps is ideal, what I want to be looking for. So say we get a retrace into some sort of fair value gap. Say this right here is our fair value gap that we get a retrace in. Perfect. We got the retrace that I'm looking for. Some sort of retrace into a fair value gap. The last thing I want to look for is I want to look for some sort of confirmation out, some sort of entry displacement candle to that draw on liquidity out of that fair value gap. what is the candles I'm looking for? If we are taking longs to a draw liquidity, I want strong displacement candles out of that fair value gap. At least one or two strong candles. Say we get one strong candle right here, and then say we get a second strong candle. Another one like this. These right here are strong candles right here that I would be confident that we're going to continue higher and respect this fair value gap. Say we get two candles like this, that's enough confirmation for me to take a long right here, have my stop loss below the lows of these candles right here, targeting the draw liquidity right here, and having at least a 1-to-1 RR trade. So that is what I look for my entries. Is very, very simple. As you can see, just finding the correct draw liquidity, getting some sort of retrace into a fair value gap, then getting confirmation, two strong candles or one strong candle, if it is a nice displacement candle, out of that fair value gap to the draw liquidity. And whenever I take a trade, I want to be taking trades before an internal high or an internal low gets taken. So for example, this right here is the internal high. That is our internal high. And that is where I'm going to be going break even. And this is why it is important to have some sort of retrace, because when I get a retrace and I get displacement out of that retrace and I'm taking an entry before an internal high gets taken, that gives me a place where I can go break even. Once this internal high gets taken, I move my stop loss to break even, making it a risk-free trade. And that is what is important in trading. You want to always be risk-free. You want to be preserving your capital as much as possible, because say price takes out this internal high. Once we took out this internal high, there is a chance we actually start retracing again, because like I said in my market structure video, once some sort of high gets taken, there is a chance of price starting to retrace again after taking that high. So everything that's being said can be flipped if we're going short. If some sort of internal low gets taken when we're taking shorts, then I go break even. But I always want to be taking trades when I have a good break even spot, and my internal highs, internal lows are where I go break even. So if there's no break even spot, I don't look for trades. How do I know if there is nice structure? I look for when there's V shapes. If price looks like a V on the 1 minute time frame when I'm entering, that is nice. That is a nice solid entry. I want to be looking and anticipating V-shaped entries. So that is what I look for when I'm taking trades. I also take mid-entry candles. In some scenarios, I prefer to take candle closures because that is more guaranteed. But when price is in certain scenarios, I'll go over those scenarios, I'll take a mid-entry candle. And so for when I take mid-candle entries, what I want to look for is the draw. First, the draw liquidity has to be super clear. It has to be basically guaranteed that that draw liquidity is being clear. Second thing I want to look for is the retrace clean? Is price choppy? If price isn't choppy, then that gives me makes it fine for me to go ahead and take a mid candle entry. And why is that? If price is showing signs of choppy price action, that means I do not want to be engaging in any sort of mid candle entries, because that means if price has shown that there is chances and is prone to chopping around, giving wicks, why would I take the chance of taking a mid candle entry? Say I take a mid candle entry right here, and say price action within this leg right here was very, very choppy. Why would I take the chance to take a mid candle entry if price has shown that it is prone to giving chop and wicks? If I take a mid candle entry right here, there's a good chance that I take mid candle entry thinking that it's going to continue higher, where price actually makes a wick like this, and you think price is going higher. It comes all the way up here, and this is how the candle closes, like this. Let me say this is a big fat candle like this, and it gets all the way up here at one point, leaving this big wick right here. Now price can actually start retracing like this. making candles like this, going back down. And that is why I want to be extra patient, wait for candle closes if price action is choppy, because price is prone to wick if the retrace was very choppy. So if price is being very clean, there's no wicks being left, then that makes it okay to take mid candle entries. And say volume is very, very high, I want to be taking mid candle entries when volume is high, because I want prices flush to the drawn liquidity past the internal high, my break-even point, because I just want to go break even as soon as possible once my internal high or internal lows get taken. And that allows me to just be stress-free, risk-free in my trade. So I'm going to go ahead, show you guys an example from one of my trades that I did take. If you take a look at my YouTube channel right here, this trade right here, September 22nd, I'll go ahead, leave a card for you guys so you can watch it after if you guys want to. But we're going to go ahead, I'll show you guys an example of a trade that I took, and it gives you a clear example of what I'm talking about. So we'll go ahead, go back to September 22nd, right here. This was a very, very clean trade that you guys can learn from. So let's actually play a couple candles to candle market open. Where's market open? Okay, right here. So if you're taking a look right here, look at the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, 4-hour time frame is creating higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We are looking to make a higher high to previous day high right here. We are in a bullish uptrend. Scale down to the 1-hour time frame right here. As you can see, we are anticipating that we're going to continue higher. Looking at the 15-minute time frame right here, let's go to market open. 6:30 right here. Where's the drawn liquidities? We have previous day high right here. And then we also have Asia high right here. Asia high is right here. So these are two good draws. Why do you might ask, well, we have London high right here. Well, I'm not marking out this draw right here just because it is not a significant swing high. If you take a look at the 15-minute time frame, if this indicator right here wasn't on, like if I were to do this right here, you wouldn't know this is London high because it is not a swing high. The only reason we know it is London high is because it is marked out. So that London high is not very important to me just because it is not an actual swing high, whereas Asia high is a swing high right here. It is making a large pivot right here. So looking at this, we have draws higher. Where are we trending? Go to the 5-minute time frame. Let's play some candles. So instantly market open, you can see we displace up higher, showing that we want to go higher to these draws right here. And what happens? We actually get my retrace. Look at this right here. 1-minute time frame right here, shooting up. We have this 5-minute gap right here, 5-minute fair value gap right here. 5-minute fair value gap. And I mark that out. I'm looking for some sort of retrace into that 5-minute fair value gap. What do we get? We get a retrace into it. Show this nice wick. Instant strong candle displacement right here. Take an entry right here. Stop loss below this low right here. Where's my internal high? My internal high is at these highs right here, which is also my break-even point. I hope this is getting clear to you guys. I hope this is all making sense. Where am I targeting? I have Asia high right here as well as previous day high right here. Let's play some candles. Let's see what happens. Break-even point gets taken. Move your stop loss to break even right here at your entry and continue play candles. And what happens? Previous day high gets hit right here. Take profit gets hit. That is how simple it is. Look, where's the drawn liquidity? Where's the higher time frame trending? Previous day high, Asia high. We get some sort of retrace. Nice clean retrace right here into a 5-minute gap. Nice displacement out. Entry, break-even point, nice V-shape. What did I talk about? Nice V-shape right here. Nice V-shape. Everything I asked for. Everything. look for the entry system, find the draw liquidity, look for your entry system. I hope you see how passionate I am because it is really that simple. Just follow these rules, follow your setup, look for these, find these, take your entry, and execute. That is how simple everything can be. So I appreciate you guys for watching till the end. That is everything that goes on into my strategy. It really is that simple. So that is the end of the series. I'm not going to be making any more videos on my strategy, but if you want to go ahead and continue to trade with me, I do have a free Discord, completely free, in the description. I'll have it pinned in the comment section as well. Go ahead, click the link, go ahead and join that, and I'll be going ahead and just trading every day, talking to you guys, being engaging with all you guys. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them in that Discord because I'll always be active in that Discord. I'll make sure, go ahead, there's a specific questions tab for questions alone if you guys want to ask any questions. So I think it will really help you guys if you really want to further your trading and trade with me. So I appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, subscribe if you haven't already. Go join that Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.